Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So I know that we only just hit August and it's definitely still summer. I think we could all agree on that summer is the best season for your mood and weather-wise, but when it comes to fashion and styling, and I'm pretty sure I say this every single year, autumn is definitely my favorite season. I just find that autumn really resonates with the style that I have. I love to play around with different layers. I love to bring out all of my blazers, all of my coats and jackets, my boots, all that jazz. So that's one of the reasons why autumn is my favorite season when it comes to styling. Again, I know that I'm a bit early, but hopefully this can inspire you and you have something to work with yourselves when you start your own capsule wardrobe planning for the autumn season. In any case, I wanted to make this first video about the most important staples that I bring out every single year or that I have in my wardrobe that are specifically great for the autumn season. So let's just start. So like I just mentioned before, some of these items are part of my all year basic wardrobe. So this is something that I can use all throughout the year if I want to or if I feel like it. And then there are a couple of items here that I tend to pack away or store away for especially spring and summer, and then I bring back out when autumn and winter comes back. So I have some shoes, I have some accessories, I have some coats and some jackets, and I have some knitwear here as well. And I think that we should just start with the outerwear. So first up, I have a trench coat from Everlane. I've had this in my wardrobe for a couple of years and it's part of my basic wardrobe because really you can use this kind of coat all throughout the year. I do find it especially suitable for autumn because it is actually water repellent. So it's not water resistant, but it will repel the water. If you're out in the rain for a really long time, it probably will get wet at some point, but if it's just drizzling like it does throughout autumn, this coat is absolutely perfect. I think it's a very chic kind of jacket, and again, it's something that's been around for absolutely decades, and it's something that I intend to love for many years in the future as well. So definitely a great investment. Next up is something a bit more practical, and I have already made a video with some tips on how to look practical but chic at the same time. So if you want to check out that video, I'm gonna link it right here on the screen for you, so you can go check out that video after watching this one. But I really want to mention a raincoat as my next awesome staple. So this stunning jacket is from Tretorn, which is a Scandinavian brand. It's a Swedish brand, and this is part of their Eco Essentials range. I was actually gifted this jacket from the brand, I think last year, but I've been wearing it so much. I have a dog and we like to bike all around the city all throughout the year. So a raincoat like this is definitely a great staple for me, especially during autumn where the rain can really get heavy. Also, I think this is such a chic jacket. Sometimes I'd wear it just with a pair of jeans and a pair of sneakers because I like it. I like the design of the jacket and I like the fact that it's part of their Eco Essential range, so it's made in recycled materials. This jacket is opposed to the trench coat that I showed you before, a bit more practical because it is water resistant, so it will keep the rain out completely. It's great for festival season as well during the summer. Again, this is something you can wear all throughout the year. So next up, I have a couple of wool coats right here that I just wanted to mention. These are mainly for when we reach October and November and it really starts getting cold. So the first coat I want to mention is this navy blue one that I've had for several years now. It's from a Danish brand called Ichi. I used to work there as a design assistant for a couple of years. It's nothing fancy. I remember investing in this one because it's navy blue, it's timeless, it's classic, it's made in wool, and then it also has like an extra felted layer inside of the jacket so you stay extra warm, especially throughout winter. So I thought it was a great investment, and it definitely has been, even though it wasn't from a sustainable brand. It's been lasting really well, it still does. I still love it even though it's like 4 years old now. Like I said, it's such a classic and timeless coat, and I think every woman needs a coat like this in her wardrobe, especially for the autumn and winter season. I have actually been playing with the idea of replacing the buttons in the front here at some point if I get bored of the style of it, which I don't think I ever will. But if I feel like pimping out the jacket at some point, I could easily replace the buttons with some that are gold, like maybe a matte or rich kind of gold, so it doesn't look too blingy, if you know what I mean. So kind of like an antique gold or something like that. I think that would look really cute on this kind of coat. So the next coat I want to mention is this stunning beige coat from And Other Stories that I bought secondhand, I think 2 years ago now. It's a really long line kind of coat, very elegant, very sleek, and again, very timeless. Again, this is another wool coat. This is not as warm as the other one because it doesn't have that extra felted layer inside, but there's a lot of room inside of the jacket to really layer up if it gets really cold. So this is definitely another great coat for autumn. I love this color. All of the neutrals is something I absolutely love for autumn. These are very timeless kinds of colors to inject into your wardrobe, especially if you like a very monochrome color scale throughout most of the year like I do. Adding some items in brown or beige or even khaki or burgundy, those kind of deep autumn colors, is something that you can easily invest in and that you can love year after year, because really these are colors that come back every single autumn. So sticking with outerwear, or in this case a blazer, I just wanted to mention my love for a good wool blazer. This one is from Everlane, and again, this is something that I've had in my wardrobe for a couple of years. This is one of my favorite blazers. I use it all throughout the year, but especially during autumn, I love styling a blazer like this with a pair of jeans, a jumper, and then a pair of boots. Love, love, love that kind of look. I love it when the weather is kind of chilly enough for you to be able to layer up like that, but still show off all of the layers that you're wearing. That's what I love about autumn and styling my outfits for autumn. I get so many questions about the sizing of this blazer, and I totally understand it because Everlane's sizing is a bit weird for some of their styles. I have mine in a size 2 because this is made to be kind of oversized. Normally I'm a European 36 or small in tops, but I like to usually size up because I like my tops to be a bit more loosely fitted. But when it came to this one, I chose my regular size, which was a size 2, because I knew that it was designed to fit slightly oversized. So just to make sure that I wouldn't drown completely in fabric, I chose to go for my regular size, and it fits like a dream. So moving on to a couple of jumpers. Jumpers are essential for the autumn season. Autumn is so cozy, just hygge in a season, and I love it. I think that's even more why I love this season. It's just perfect for sitting inside, drinking hot cocoa, and just listening to the rain, watching great movies, and just have a lot of cozy times. So the first knitwear item that I want to mention is this cardigan. This one is from a Danish brand called Part 2. I've had this again for several years. It's not a brand that's specifically known for being very sustainable or ethical. Purchased this a while before I got into sustainable fashion for real, but it's been a great investment. It's made in 100% wool. It's beautifully made. It fits like a dream. I've never been able to find a substitute for this for you guys with this same kimono kind of shape and the same great quality. I will definitely try to look for something similar, and I'll link it down below along with everything else that I show you in this video. If I can't find the exact item, I will definitely find something similar, and I always do my best to find either a secondhand option or something from a sustainable brand, just so you guys know that. So yeah, like I was saying, this is such a great cozy kind of cardigan. I don't wear it a lot when I'm out and about, but I tend to wear it a lot, especially when I'm working from home or just when I'm hanging out with the family, if I need an extra layer to kind of cozy up with and stay warm. As you might be able to tell on the camera, I'm not really sure, but it's the case with the other jumper that I will show you just in a minute as well. The natural way of wool knitwear is that it will start to peel at some point, and it's definitely, like I just said, the case with both of these jumpers. It happens quite quickly after you start wearing your knitwear, even though it's fresh from the box. And my best tip for this is definitely to invest in a good comb for your knitwear. This is what you call a cashmere comb. And it's great for removing that peeling on the surface of all of your favorite knitwear. It's a tool that you can use to remove peeling on your knitwear. I've even used it to remove peeling on some of my wool coats sometimes, because peeling is a natural process when the fabric is kind of rubbing against each other, and again, it will happen naturally. It won't look like new forever. Some types of wool tend to do it less than others, like merino wool I found to be a lot less. Like merino wool, for example, I found that to be a lot less prone to peeling, like these very heavy wool jumpers. In any case, you can easily remove that fussy peeling from the surface with a comb like this, and then it will look basically like new again. And also when it comes to taking care of your knitwear, I think that most of us, we wash our knitwear way too much because wool is actually said to be self-cleaning. So we don't really even need to wash our jumpers unless they're dirty or they have a stain or something like that. So often you can actually do with steaming your jumper. If you don't have a steamer, you can hang it in the bathroom while you're showering, for example, or you could pop it into the freezer. That will kill the bacteria as well. So just a couple of tips on knitwear. I actually often get questions from you guys on how to handle items that says dry clean only, and often my reply to this is don't wash them, or wash them by hand. Maybe wash them on a super gentle, very low temperature program in your washing machine. I've actually done that with my wool blazer from Everlane as well. I've washed it on a wool program in my washing machine and then just on like 20 degrees. Works fine. I've done it several times, but just be careful. You have to know your washing machine very well before you do that. Otherwise, steam them, hang them outside, do other things to keep them clean. So the last jumper that I want to mention, and I know that I'm not supposed to hang this. Normally it's laid flat on a shelf inside of my wardrobe. I've only hung it for the sake of this video, just to get that out of the way. But yeah, this jumper is from a brand called Navy Grey. It was a kind gift from this brand. It's a relatively new UK-based brand, and they make the most beautiful jumpers that I've ever seen in my life, basically. I've used this quite a lot, even though it's the summer season, again, because the weather is so indecisive sometimes. I've been using this quite a lot. I've been attending quite a few concerts and festivals this summer as well, and I've brought this baby with me every single time. It's been a lifesaver. I absolutely love the fit of this one. I love the classic gray color, and then the high crew neck right here. That's exactly how a jumper should look in my eyes. So Navy Grey is a great ethical brand to go for if you want to go for knitwear. If you want a vegan alternative, I would definitely recommend you to go for recycled wool, or to go for materials such as cotton knitwear instead. Cotton is a bit easier to maintain than real wool, in my opinion. It probably won't keep you as warm, but it's definitely a great alternative for, you know, like a natural fiber without having to go for acrylic or something polyester or something man-made like that. So if you want a natural alternative, you could try going for a cotton jumper instead. Other brands that do great knitwear is Orchid. I know that they do jumpers in recycled wool, for example, and then there's a brand called Armed Angels. They also do jumpers both in organic cotton and recycled wool, so just a tip. So let's move on to the shoes before finishing up with a few accessories. Of course, I had to mention a classic black boot. I wear these all throughout the year, even throughout the summer season with a cute little dress. I think that looks so cool. But especially for the autumn season with a wool coat and a pair of jeans and a jumper, you're good to go. These are a pair of boots from Acne Studios. These are the Jensen boot in the grainy leather. I've had these for years now. Bought them pre-loved, and I get them fixed up by my cobblers every season. Like after the autumn and winter season, I tend to get them fixed up so that they're ready for another season. These have been lasting so well, especially since they are the kind with the grainy leather. You don't really see all the creases and the dirt nearly as much as if they were made in smooth leather, so just a tip for you guys. So they're definitely more of a classic and timeless kind of boot, I would say. And then these are another pair that I purchased a couple of years ago, also secondhand. These are from a brand called Bianco, so it's a Danish footwear brand. Again, they have this grainy effect to them, so they have this crocodile effect to the leather, which I really like, again, because you don't see all of the creases and the dirt nearly as much. They look a little less perfect. These are in a beautiful deep brown color, which is perfect for autumn as well. Like, just matches the color of the falling leaves so perfectly, and that's part of the reason why I really love these. They bring me in all sorts of autumn mood. So I have been speaking about practical outfits just a little bit. So another boot that I wanted to mention in today's video are these wellies. So this is another secondhand purchase. These are from a brand called Ilse Jacobsen. Again, I'll do my best to link some alternatives down below that are also international and preferably sustainable. Otherwise, going for secondhand alternatives is always a great way to be more sustainable. Like I said, these are also secondhand and I love these boots. I think they're so cute. I love the laces here in the front. And then they actually have lining inside, so they're extra warm. Along with the raincoat, these are another autumn staple for me, again, because the weather can be quite unsteady this time of year. And I don't mind doing grocery shopping in these as well. I think they're really cute, but they're chic at the same time, if that makes sense. Love the calf length as well, because again, it makes them a bit more wearable. I can walk for longer in these, whereas those that goes all the way up to the knee can be kind of like, I don't know, kind of impractical to walk a long distance in. And especially if you're gonna go grocery shopping or run errands, I just feel like this length is a bit more wearable. So finally, I have a few accessories that I just wanted to mention. First is, of course, a classic wool scarf. I have this in camel as well, kind of like the same color as this one. This is another thing that I've had in my wardrobe for years, and that's just been lasting so well. Again, it's made in 100% wool. It's so soft, it's so warm, it's huge as well. I tend to also sometimes use it as a blanket if I'm cold when I'm on the go, especially if I'm traveling or something like that. Just a great wardrobe staple, again, especially for this time of year, and just looks so cozy and also so chic, something you can wear way into the winter season as well. So this is definitely a must-have for me in my autumn wardrobe as well. Lastly, I have a couple of hats right here that I wanted to mention, and there's several reasons to why I wanted to mention these hats. One is, of course, that I think that it just adds a extra element of chicness to any outfit if you add a hat to the outfit. Another reason is that when the weather is kind of unsteady, it can kind of help your hair being kept in place. So my camera just stopped recording. The Baker Boy cap is definitely great for keeping your hair in place if it's drizzling or if it's windy or anything like that, because that one sits a bit more snug around your head. I love both of these hats so much, especially for the autumn season. I've been wearing my fedora all throughout the summer season as well to protect my scalp and my face from the sun as well. But definitely for the autumn season, I think going for a wool hat is a great thing to do. How's my hair? So I think that is all of the items that I wanted to mention in this video. These are some of my absolute must-haves for the autumn season. Be sure to subscribe to my channel if you enjoyed this video, because I have more videos coming in my autumn capsule series very soon. The next video will be my whole planning video that I always do, where I also go through my visual idea of my wardrobe. And then the third video will be my final run through of my autumn capsule wardrobe, where I show you some different outfits as well. I'm so excited for the autumn season. I have a lot of great things coming up work-wise that I'm very excited about. I have some travels and some different things, and I think there's something really magical about traveling during the autumn season. I don't really know what it is, but every time autumn comes around, I'm like ready to go on some sort of European city vacation. I think it's just because I have so many lovely memories from vacations like that in the past. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, and also, like I said, subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications so you won't miss out on the next video. Do make sure to follow me over on Instagram as well for daily outfit updates. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye guys.